Previously, the group found themselves in a room with a runic puzzle and several obvious traps that would clearly try to kill them if they messed up. They fairly quickly solved it and decided to take a rest before moving on to the next room, what with all of the suspicious bloodstains and such that they saw on the floor. While resting, Zaya noticed that Taria had been sketching the group's various uses of magic. She suggested that it might be a good idea not to use full names when labeling pictures of very illegal behavior. Once they were healed up some from the previous fight, the group slowly and carefully moved on. In the next room, the word "Slay thy greatest enemy" appeared. They were floating in the air above a dagger. Then the word "enemy" moved into a rune, and two more runes appeared: despair and anger. A 10-foot-tall humanoid with a face and darkness and despair on one side, and a fiery humanoid with an expression of perpetual anger appeared. The being then turned towards the group with its despairing side, and it attacked. Nobody died. That's the important part. A number of people came very close at times, but Goodberry and Wither and Bloom saved the day. And then the fucking otter with a dagger in its mouth got the killing blow. More words appeared: worthy, chosen, victory. The group was somewhat worried that the enemy they just defeated might reappear if they spent too much time in the room, so they quickly decided to move on to the next one. As Sean and Taria stepped into the next room, the glow that had been emitting from them condensed down to create a golden key in each of their hands made of pure light. The tablet in the center of the room started to glow as well. There were chests around the room, with statues or items in front of each of them. In the center, there was a chest with a smaller key sitting in front of it. The chests were labeled Brawn, Precision, Slice, Arcane, Bulwark, Riches, Voyage, Ascend. Sean and Taria could read the runes in the center of the room as well. You who are worthy, carry the light forward. You who are chosen, keep the darkness at bay. The group had a discussion, trying to figure out what to do. They finally decided that Taria and Sean should pick the chest they opened. Taria spent a long moment looking at the Bulwark chest before moving over to the Arcane one and opening it. Inside was a wooden wand with what looked like a flame at one end of it. Sean spent a moment looking between Voyage and Riches before flipping a coin. Once it landed, she walked over to Riches, where she found 100 platinum in modern coinage. The group gathered around the chest in the center of the room and opened it, at which point glowing energy, similar to when they killed the Shadow Spawn, flew into them. They all suddenly felt a bit stronger, almost as if they had leveled up or something. A doorway opened in the ceiling, and a stairwell dropped down. And that is where we left off.